Thank you for joining me on this edition of What's Going On. I'm your host, Jessica Sharmuck, and today we will be exploring what's going on with engineering in the elementary level. We will talk about EIE, the engineering design process, how the engineering design process connects to technology, and how the engineering process was applied to the EIE engineering challenge I took part in. This will be a hoot, and I hope you stay tuned to What's Going On. In 2003, the team at the Museum of Science Boston began to develop Engineering is Elementary, or EIE, a curriculum that introduces elementary school-age children to principles of engineering and technology and seeks to foster engineering literacy in children in grades 1 to 5. The 5 key criteria for project-based learning in students are: students, first, start with a problem they are challenged to solve. 2, explore the dimensions of the problem and possible solutions using guided inquiry. 3, work collaboratively to develop designs to solve the problem. 4, have their performance scaffolded so they can engage in new practices and participate at a deeper level than if left to their own devices. And lastly, 5, produce designs, repeat improved solutions, and share them with the classroom, community, or others. Applied. These criteria are the design of the EIE curriculum. This criteria was used to design the EIE curriculum. We know this criteria as the engineering design process. We turn now to our expert in the engineering design process. Hi, we're here with scientist Josie, and she's going to tell us about the engineering design process. Josie, what can you tell us about the engineering design process?
This is why we're going to pull it in and pee on and stow it. I'm going to stow it. When I come to the leg I'm going to stow it.
Is there anything else that you can tell us about the engineering design process?
Yeah.
What's that?
Spoon.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting us into your laboratory.
When you can do it, bye.
Bye. Thank you, Scientist Josie, for that excellent interview on engineering design process. So, what exactly is the engineering design process? We're going to first ask questions. Then we're going to imagine or brainstorm solutions. The third thing we're going to do is choose one design to plan. And the fourth thing, we're going to create and test a design based on their plans, okay? And number 5, we're going to analyze and decide how to improve the design. Or for short, ask, imagine, design, create, and improve.
Also note that the EPD is a cycle. There's no official starting point or ending point. You can begin at any step, focus on one, just step, move back and forth between steps, or repeat the cycle. For example, after you improve your design once, you may want to begin all over again to refine your technology. The engineering design process can be used again and again.
So how does the engineering design process relate to technology? Well, technology is things created by humans to make our life easier and to solve problems. But how can we as teachers foster children's understanding of technology and engineering? Well, for example, we could introduce a simple technology, such as a straw, to students and discuss the problem it was designed to solve and the materials it was made from and why. We'll now go to an expert in this field.
Hi, we're here with Mr. Dover. Actually, you can call me by my first name, Ben. Okay, we're here with Mr. Ben Dover, self-proclaimed straw expert and entrepreneur. I'm going to pick his little brain about the invention of the straw and how his invention is actually considered a technology and the process the straw has went through along the way. Well, you see, Marvin C. Stone patented the modern drinking straw made of paper in 1888 to address the shortcomings of ryegrass straw. Came up with the idea while drinking lemonade on a hot day in Washington, D.C. You see, the taste of the rye was mixing with the drink. It was giving it a grassy taste, but which he found unsatisfactory. So he asked himself, how could I improve upon this nasty, grassy straw ruining my freshly squeezed lemonade? He brainstormed some ideas and chose one to design. He thought, if I use this pencil, wrap it with paper, and coat it with glue, I'll have a paper straw. Materials are an important part of technology. Some materials are more beneficial than others for certain functions. So he wound paper around straws and make a thin tube, slid out the pencil from one end, and applied glue between strips, and he tested his new technology, a paper straw. In other words, he was using the engineering design process to make his life easier and to solve a problem. Let's be frank, everybody in 1888 was having a problem. But he knew that he could make it better, so he thought about the way to improve his idea, modified his design, and tried it again. He They would find it by building a machine that would coat the outside of the paper with wax to hold it together so the glue won't dissolve in lemonade. That's amazing. Thank you for that walk. That's amazing. Thank you for that well-thought-out specific example of how Mr. Martin C. Stan applied the engineering design process to a drinking straw. Wait, yes? For a limited time only, you can buy my latest invention. That way invention straw.
The EIE curriculum integrates engineering with science and improves students' understanding of technology. These connections are important. Though people tend to think of science, engineering, and technology as three separate things, they're actually closely connected. For example, scientists use the technologies that engineers create, such as microscopes, monitors, and meters, to conduct their research. And when engineers start to design a new technology, they call on the knowledge of the natural world developed by scientists. For example, the law of gravity and how fluid flows. Engineering, science, and technology connected to and influence each other. Engineering, science, and technology also influence and are influenced by society. Our human values, needs, or problems often determine what questions scientists investigate and what problems engineers tackle. Meanwhile, the technologies that are the products of science and engineering influence society and change our human culture. Just think of the impact of cars and cell phones. The infographic about to appear on your screen shows how science, engineering, and technology connect to society. The engineering design process and tar pool connection. The age-appropriate engineering design process that serves as the backbone of the EIE unit has 5 steps. Ask, imagine, plan, guess. In my classroom, we worked on the EIE unit, a stick in the mud, evaluating a landscape. In our engineering is elementary engineering design process, we explored and discussed landforms, erosion, and geotechnical engineering. We learned that engineers frequently use models when representing large-scale systems, like layers of the earth. We learned that engineers must often work to optimize multiple factors when designing a technology, and balancing these factors requires trade-offs. The engineering challenge was to choose a site for a tar pool, which is a kind of gondola used to cross rivers, and then test its strength. To set a context for the design challenge, we read the EIE storybook, Swimming Crosses the Karnali River, about a boy who lives in a village in Nepal that is getting a new tar. Each group in my class created a model of the type of soil, rocky, organic, or both, and its compaction presented at the site they selected, and then tested how much weight a model tar pool bridge will support. We discussed possible advantages and disadvantages and what the trade-offs would be. We completed this challenge in 3 ways. We made references to the characters in the introductory storybook. We connected our activities to the engineering design process and used results of our designs and other students' designs and experimental results as context for naming and taking up engineering practices.
Get me out of here.